It's been tough since January. We haven't really had a weekend off, but we've known that we've got Hong Kong to work towards, and what's up for grabs if we win Hong Kong.
Here we are at BT Murrayfield as the Scotland women's team prepare to head to the World Series Sevens qualifier in Hong Kong at the start of April. Scotland did very well in the Grand Prix series last year with good performances in Paris and Russia, and that's allowed them onto this stage. It's a 12-team tournament with only one team going forward to the World Series for 2019-20, so it's going to be very tough competition. But Scotland have got a lot of players who played in the Six Nations heading out to Hong Kong, and they'll hope that that can help them put on a good show over the 2 days. The squad heading out to Hong Kong is led by captain Helen Nelson. Also in there is Abby Evans and Megan Gaffney, who's back from travelling in Australia. There's Mary Grieve, Rona Lloyd and Jenny Maxwell, who all played during the Six Nations for Scotland. Louise McMillan's back from injury with Liz Musgrove and Chloe Rowley. And they're joined in the squad by Annabelle Sargent, Hannah Smith and Lisa Thompson, who captained the 15s team during the Six Nations. So it's a strong looking squad. So it's going to be a tough tournament for them, but they'll be looking to try and push on to the World Series. I sat down with Helen Nelson after the squad's final training session here in Scotland to discuss the exciting tournament in Hong Kong, the growth of women's sevens, the strength of the squad that she's taking out there, and also her selection for the Barbarians squad playing against America at the end of April. Scotland captain Helen Nelson ahead of the trip to Hong Kong with the sevens team. You must be really looking forward to this.
Yeah, really excited. It's a massive opportunity for the squad. We played really well last year in the two European competitions and qualified for Hong Kong, so we're looking to build on that. We've been training in the off weeks of Six Nations, so we're excited and ready to go.
Yeah, and I think obviously, a couple of years ago, a lot of the squad would come together. You were kind of moving up the rungs in Europe. I mean, how quickly has the group learnt, about the game of sevens, and because that game's obviously changing all the time as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a big learning curve for us. 2 years ago, we were just in the trophy. So then, won that and qualified and went up into the Grand Prix last year, which was a massive step up for us. But I think every game we improved and we learned a lot. And then that second tournament as well, we had, because they were a few months apart, so we had an extra month of training before Kazan, and went and played really well, and I think kind of showed what we can do. Yeah, as you say, was that tournament in Russia, was that where it just kind of all clicked together as a squad? I think you finished, was it fourth there, or third there and fourth overall in the Grand Prix? Yeah, definitely. That was kind of I think we played the best we had all season. It built to that point. Both probably in terms of kind of fitness and skill level, everything kind of clicked, and the players have been playing together all season. So it was really good, and to finish third was it was incredible for us. And you mentioned there's been training in the off weeks during the Six Nations. There's also been a lot of competition for places for the squad. So have those weekends been quite hectic? Yeah, it's been tough since January. We haven't really had a weekend off, but we've known that we've got Hong Kong to work towards, and what's up for grabs if we win Hong Kong. So we've really pushed each other as a group, and there's been a lot of competition, but I think that's good. It kind of drives the standards and makes us all improve as individual and as a team as well. And looking at the squad that's been picked, there's obviously a lot of people who play in backs and 15s that will be playing in the forwards. Is that kind of in sevens? Does everyone have to sort of be interchangeable and play different roles at different times? Yeah, I think yes, people are forwards, but it's more just having kind of our best seven on the pitch, or just good rugby players. So some people are a little bit annoyed to hear that they're a forward in sevens, but actually it's okay. Like, it's just a scrum, or a line out isn't that big a deal. So no, it's good. It's a really exciting group. Yeah, and in terms of 15-a-side rugby, when you're young, people always probably want to play in a Rugby World Cup. In terms of sevens, people probably think about Hong Kong straight away. So to have that opportunity to play in this week must be quite an amazing feeling, really. Yeah, definitely. It's a competition that we've known has existed for a few years, and kind of watched it and thought that's where we want to get to. And now, having worked last year and kind of having performances from last summer, we've got that opportunity, so we're all really, really excited to go to Hong Kong. Yeah, and just in terms of the sort of pool stages, you've got, I think, Belgium, Japan and Mexico
what are you expecting from different challenges from all those teams?
Yeah, they're all very different teams. We've watched them a bit. I think Japan were on the series last year, so I've got a lot of experience. I think they're probably favourites for the tournament. So they'll be a tough team. We play them second, but equally Belgium have performed well. They've been in the Grand Prix for years, so they'll be a really good team. And again, Mexico, we've never played against them, so not really sure what to expect, but that'll...
Yeah, and just in terms of sort of analysis, obviously in 15s you probably get a video on Sunday or Monday after a game, but in sevens, you know, you've only got those couple of hours in between. Does everyone kind of spend them differently in terms of getting ready for the next game?
Yeah, it's probably a lot about kind of focusing on our own game and fixing those little bits of detail. Maybe highlight one or two players to look out for on the team, or little kind of set piece plays that they do. But overall, we'll probably just focus on ourselves and try and get that right, because we know that if we play well together, like, we really could do some damage. You know, and as you mentioned, you know, with Hong Kong being at this sort of world stage, this is really Scotland getting to show what they can do on probably the biggest stage you've had. So, you know, for you 12 players, is that quite a big responsibility or just exciting? It probably is a big responsibility, but we won't concentrate too much on that. More just about having fun and going out and getting excited about playing. I think sevens is the perfect opportunity for backs. It's a back stream to have a full pitch and just to have a go and chuck the ball about. So
yeah, and obviously your head coach Scott Forrest played for Scotland's men many times, played in Hong Kong. So is his kind of knowledge over those weekends, not just about the playing, but also just to manage the weekend, quite important?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a lot of experience and knowledge in that kind of atmosphere and environment. So yeah, I think he'll be a really good kind of calming influence for us, make sure we keep our heads. Yeah,
and just in terms of the World Series for women has grown a lot, and it's going to grow in the next few years. So, you know, maybe a couple of years ago it was a pipe dream for Scotland to be on that, but now you're quite close to it. So, you know, what do you make of the standard of that series and how it's come on?
Yeah, I mean, the World Series is getting better and better every year. It's just been extended to 8 tournaments for next season, so it's absolutely where Scotland want to be. And the girls are all, like, they know that that's kind of what's up for grabs in Hong Kong. So yeah, we'll do everything we can to try and get there.
Yeah, and you yourself have obviously been selected for the Barbarians to play against America. What about that opportunity? That must be exciting to think about as well.
Yeah, no, it's an incredible opportunity, a massive honour to play against the team, and yeah, I think to play in the first ever women's test, it's a huge opportunity, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And
just, you know, everything just like this, the Hong Kong trip, Barbarians, does just show that, you know, women's rugby is continuing to just grow and grow, really. Yeah, no, after, I think off the back of Six Nations, we've had the biggest audiences, biggest crowds and TV viewing as well, so women's rugby, like the exposure it's getting bigger and bigger all the time, so it's on a really exciting journey. Yeah, and I know a lot of you players are out at sort of clubs and things when you can be. I mean, are you noticing that with younger girls, that there are a lot more playing now and a lot more who've got the confidence to go and play because they've seen it more on TV? And yeah, absolutely. I think even at Scotstoun, every week we're getting more people in the crowd, and a lot of those are young girls who are just starting playing rugby. There's more rugby clubs opening up in Scotland as well, so yeah, it's getting bigger all the time. Yeah, and do you think when they see, you know, young players like Rachel McLaughlin come through this year, who's only 18, 19, I think it shows them that there is a pathway that you can come from your local club and do that? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. There's a lot more opportunity out there now, and I think showing that there's 8 new contracts for Scotland this year, it's kind of showing that you can make a career out of it, and yeah. And just briefly, obviously you've been away for Six Nations and you're away for the next few weeks, but in terms of your experience playing in Montpellier this year, what's that transition and what's that move been like for you? It's been great, yeah. It's been a massive learning curve for me. Not only the language, but the level of rugby out there is really good. It's fast, like quite big girls. It's a physical game. And obviously playing against people that I don't know, whereas in Scotland you know everyone in terms of club rugby, so it's been good. I've learned a lot and I think improved a lot as a player as well. So. And just briefly, in terms of you as a captain, your expectations for Hong Kong, is it just to focus on that first stages now? Yeah, I think just focus on that first game, and yeah,
qualify for day 2. We have to qualify for the top 8, so that will absolutely be the first goal, and just improve game on game, and yeah, it's exciting.
But I guess you would also say to the girls, embrace playing on this kind of stage as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think soak up the experience. It's a massive opportunity for us, and something we've worked hard for. So just soak it up.